This is a 5-Minute Business Builder with Rick Howe, where your business comes first on News 95.7.
And this afternoon, Merry Debtmas. Now that Christmas has come and gone, it's time to face the music, time to pay the bills. Christmas debt's the focus of our chat here this afternoon with Senior Mortgage Advisor Clinton Wilkins. Good afternoon, Clinton.
Thanks for having me, Rick.
Well, thank you for joining us here today. And,
Happy New Year.
Yes, indeed. Happy New Year. Even though we're at, January now, 24th?
It's 24th, but it still feels like the New Year. And I think probably some people are just getting their mail from the holiday season.
And opening up and going, oh my gosh.
Oops.
Yeah.
Those things happen sometimes.
They do. I've been there, done that. Know all about that.
We've all been in these situations.
Yeah.
And I think, January is a great time to look at your finances. And, we coined the term Merry Debtmas because, you're going to open up your credit card bills and your line of credit and really look at your bank account after the holidays. Mid-January, late January is really when sometimes, you have to pay the piper, so to say.
Yeah, and those credit cards, carry a big interest rate, and if you don't, pay them off, then you're getting deeper and deeper and deeper into the hole, right?
100%. And, credit cards are not meant to carry a balance. They're really meant to be used and then paid.
Yeah.
And sometimes people, get themselves into trouble. It's a slippery slope sometimes. I've seen clients that have credit cards that have $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 limits. It's very hard to pay that down at a 20% interest rate.
Yeah. So what is the answer then? Is consolidating credit card, is that part of the answer?
I think, consolidating is great. I think, if you can get it into an installment loan or a line of credit, that's wonderful. That's not the solution for everyone. Some people leveraging the equity that they have in their home, I think sometimes can be a really great solution. The cheapest debt that borrowers really have is their mortgage debt. And if they have the equity available in their home, sometimes that can really make great sense, whether it's a home equity line of credit or maybe reworking their existing mortgage charge. Sometimes we even see clients that have their houses free and clear, but they're riddled with unsecured debt. Sometimes a line of credit on their home or a small mortgage, that can really make a lot of sense. Borrowers are allowed to access up to 80% of the value of their home. So, if they have a house that's worth $300,000, you can do a mortgage up to $240,000.
Okay. What about these reverse mortgages you see on television? Are they?
Yeah, that's a great solution for someone who's retired. Typically, they're for people that, obviously are older. And if they have their house that's free and clear, it's a great way for them to access the equity. The older the person is, the more they're able to access. Typically with a reverse mortgage, like a chip mortgage, the borrowers can stay in their home for as long as they want and not make any mortgage payments. So that can be a solution for seniors and for people that have lots of equity in their home or maybe own their home free and clear.
I like this advice. You can determine your total debt by looking at the bills and then write down how much you owe. And I keep a budget myself personally, so that not does always work, mind you, but it helps me.
Sometimes writing it down or just even opening your bills is so empowering.
Yeah.
I hear people every day to be like, oh yeah, I don't open any of my mail. I never go to my mailbox. Well, sometimes I think it's a good time to do it. And I think January is a great time to look in the mirror, and it's a great time to open those bills. And it's a great time to think about your finances. And the biggest pieces of your finances really is your mortgage and your home. And we're really here to help.
You write down that Debtmas doesn't have to be scary.
It doesn't have to be scary.
What's your advice then?
I think, the first step is seek the advice of an unbiased mortgage professional. You can certainly check us out at teamclinton.ca/radio. We'd love to help. And I think doing some homework and opening your mail is the first place to start.
Yeah. And again, when that Visa bill comes in, though, and you look at the envelope from Mr. Visa.
Time to face the music, guys. It's 2019.
Now you're going to be on with Todd on this weekend, Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, I'm going to be on Saturday at 10 a.m. So we're actually going to open up the phone lines here at News 95.7, and borrowers can phone in and ask us your questions. We're going to talk a little bit more about Merry Debtmas and refinancing. So if you have any specific questions, feel free to give us a call here on Saturday, and Todd and I would love to take your calls.
Yeah, and then again, if you want to consolidate your loans, you don't want to be going to, the household finance, those kind with the high interest rates. And all that. Yeah.
Sometimes that's not cheaper than having that credit card debt on your own. And sometimes I think just getting that unbiased advice, we can certainly point you in the right direction.
Now, you're going to be with us over the course of the next weeks and months ahead, and we've got lots of topics we'll talk about. Give us just a couple of examples of what's ahead here.
Yeah, we're going to talk about, loving your home. We're going to talk about renovations. We're going to talk about getting pre-approved. And we're going to talk about, really a lot of things that have to do around mortgage lending. Sometimes it's the most daunting thing things in people's lives.
Yeah.
And, some people have had really great experiences. Some people haven't. Some people have, had really great low rates for a long period of time, and now they're a little bit higher. So we're going to talk about, what solutions, tips, and tricks we can really get into and help borrowers here in HRM.
All right. That is a senior mortgage advisor, Clinton Wilkins, with us here this Thursday afternoon.